Don+Rader was born in Royal Oak Township, a section now known as Hazel Park. Mr. Rader picked up his country influence from the maternal side of his family through his greatest influence, Fiddlin' John Ellis, his great-uncle from California. Don's father was a business agent for local clubs, booking touring musicians. At age 17, he started hosting square dances at the National Guard Armory in Pontiac. During these gatherings, he would perform as a singer and guitarist. Rock and roll grandpap was inspired by his paternal grandfather. This song was written in Don's 1948 Packard one night after he came home from playing a show. The song, released in 1956 on Fortune Records, was the first rock and roll record heard from this pioneering Detroit label. Mr. Rader moved to Chicago briefly in 1959, returning to Detroit to cut another single for the State 8 label, Rockin' the Blues. This song was featured on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. 2 years later, Mr. Rader moved to Haines City, Florida, where he hosted a half-hour radio show. Next, it was on to Orlando to host a one-hour TV variety show for WLOF. He was back in Detroit in 1966, then moved in 1967 to Nashville, where he recorded the hit, Goodbye, I Hate to See You Go. Mr. Rader returned to Michigan in the early 70s, occasionally performing and recording, but he kept busy writing advertising jingles. After a recording layoff starting in 1979, he resumed studio action in 2003. Mr. Rader has performed continuously for over 50 years. "I've been busy right along," Mr. Rader recently stated. "I've been pushing this real hard, never stopped." Don+Rader, widely considered the granddaddy of Detroit rock and roll, passed away July 4th, 2004. Please join the Detroit Music Awards in honoring Don+Rader.